Hello, today we're going to talk about car supplies for $1. Whether you're traveling in the SUV or just everyday cleaning of your car or maintenance, we found all of these products for just $1. That also includes this. It's a spray bottle. You can put detailer or window cleaner in here and you spray it like this and then you can wipe it to clean. There are also many kinds of sponges that you can get. This one is good for, if you have two, just use them in different colors. One will be a car wash, the other's for detail. This is both again, and there's vents for it to dry out. Another kind of applicator sponge. There's also fly swatters. If you notice that some people have flies in their garage, there's a fly swatter and a fly trap. Microfiber cloths. These ones are really good. They're washable and they're soft. They really take wax and detail finish off the little misty spray. It's a little finer than the wax products. There's also orange wipes. These are excellent for leather and vinyl. I don't use that. There's a product that comes out white like Armor All. If you notice when you use it, it keeps hazing up. This does not haze up, and it actually doesn't smell bad either. It has a good scent to it. And here's another one of the products I was just talking about. If you prefer that temporary shiny look, this is it, but you'll have to keep reapplying it. Also, there's a chamois that you can wring out quickly and it absorbs a lot more water that way. And you're wondering why we have Q-tips in the car section. Well, first of all, you can keep the littler packs in the glove compartment, but you can also use these to clean the air vents out. They do a phenomenal job of cleaning it. Just get it a little bit wet and it will take all of the lint out. There's also a tarp. This can be used for many things. If you're working under the hood, you can use this to lay on. It can be used for many different things. They come in different sizes, but so far the 4x6 is the only size that I can find for $1. And that comes with clips too. We have detail brushes. Well, they're not really brushes, they're called a brush, but they're more like a flat surface thing. You can pick two different colors. One you can always use on glass. The other one you can always use with a spray detailer. And we have gloves if you don't want, the car soap doesn't really do much to your hands, but the other products like these will. And there's brushes to clean with. We'll go through all of these. Here's another set, another roll of cloths. This one was just one, this buffer was just one, but these cleaning cloths were 3 per pack. And then we have a premium sponge as well. And we have gloves that are latex, nitrate, and these ones you see over and over again in the videos. These are a pack of 100. They come in a pack of 1,000 sometimes too. They're food gloves, but they're good for all purposes. Also, if you're working with the chemicals, or sometimes the spray detailers are often irritating to the throat, you can always put one of these masks on. I did find oil. This is quite an old bottle of it. I went to look, I always check periodically. They have different weights right now, and if you notice that even in the dollar outlet stores, the price has gone up. It's more than $1 now, but when I purchased this, it was only $1, although I cannot use it. I'm just putting it in the video because I take a 550 weight, and I've never seen that one for $1. But the 1040s, I can see them frequently for that price. There's also gas additives for a full gas tank treatment, one that cleans fuel lines, and the other one's the fuel injector, and this is an octane boost. I also found brake fluid and power steering fluid in the smaller size. This is a really great thing if you want to add something to it. You can pour it out. It has a nice little spout at the end. There's also 2 kinds of funnels. This one has a built-in screen inside and it's flexible, and it also can unscrew right here if you need to. The green one is from the food section, but I like it because it's flexible and you can lay it flat afterwards, and it's also adjustable in every direction. So this one came out to be a really good value. This is wax. This was only $1. If you notice, if you look at any of these products, you can spend easily up to $25. Why would you do that when you can get more products for just $1 each? There's 2 sets of buffing pads. There's also a mini crowbar, a wet poncho, and these are clips to hold the tarps down. There's different kinds here. There's also a tape dispenser and bungee cables. And we have more clips right here. This is a pack of small ones, whichever your preference are. And then here's a large one. And also, if you're going to do any kind of messy work, this is a clear tarp. This one will actually cover the average car. It's clear plastic. It works very well. We'll set these down right here. There's also a light. These are all battery operated. There's another light. These are accessories for the cigarette and the auxiliary. There's different kinds. This is a magnet for your iPhone. It clips onto the vent. These are for the DVD players or stereos. If you have a mini iPod, you can use this one to put it on your car stereo. And this is a charger. There's a 2 amp and a 1 amp charger. And this is a straight USB cable. This is a data cable, but it works for both. If you have monitors in your car, this one will transfer the video to it. And if it's a 6-pin, then you can just do the audio. But this one is an 8-pin, so it does both. There is a little lantern. This one's pretty bright. It's a pretty good deal. It's adjustable. These are hangers. This is interesting. It'll turn the posts that go to your headrest. You slide this under, put it under the post, and in the back of the seat you can hang 2 different items on there, or you can double them up and hang 6 if you have a family that's going on a trip. This is a wire brush for cleaning, not the paint. It's for the other things that you spill. There's also hose clamps. This was a really good value. And for the larger ones, we have this size, small, medium, and large. These are extra small. Also, there are glasses if you're working outside. These are 400 UV. You've seen these before in another chapter. They also come in clear. So if you're working indoors, you can use the clear ones. They're excellent for protecting the eyes. They curve around. There's mirrors for your side view to enhance that. Now we're going to show you some tools. This is the exciting part for anyone that buys tools. I did find a couple of wrenches and pliers. They come in different sizes, but if you see these, you're going to want to grab one of everything, because if you go home and say, oh, I'll get that next time, chances are there'll be 0 left. There's also Phillips and flathead screwdrivers. Now that brings us to hefty Ziploc bags. These are good to store tools in. If you notice, when people work on cars, some people will wipe every single tool off and put it away. You have to admire that. For the rest of us who don't do that, you can take a Ziploc bag and spray a little bit of lubricant in it, and then keep your tools in there to clean them off. If you see rust, you'll want to do this, and then wipe them off. It's never too late to learn how to keep them clean. This is a very good way. Plus, if you want to store other things in here, different parts for electricity, or the electrical parts and stereo, you can actually see through these, so it's easy to spot. You don't have to dig through a drawer. We have napkins in this size, and these are wet naps. These are individual packets. These are great. You can buy a couple boxes and keep them inside each of the door jambs, or not door jambs, the door pockets, the inner door pockets. Hand sanitizers, those fit in there as well. A mini first aid kit. And now we're going to talk about flashlights. These did not come with batteries, but the batteries were only $1. That's the brightness of this one. This has 2, and then 1 here. It also has a hook where you can hang, and there's a magnet on the back. So this is a really handy flashlight. This one I thought was really cool. This is a spotlight, and it actually has a cigarette lighter adapter for it. So this is a good value. It's really bright. I did not want to open the packaging yet. I'm going to give that one away as a gift. Another value would be a tote umbrella. These are only $1. They're great to stick inside the door pocket as well. These you'll see also on the door pocket. These go on the outside, and they're refillable with these. And this is a bicycle beam. It doesn't mean that you can only use it for bicycles. It has a clamp on it. You can just use it as a regular flashlight, or you attach it to something. There are also sun visors. This is good for 2 purposes. One, you can keep the car cooler by using this. If you go camping or on a vacation trip and you're stranded somewhere, really stranded out in the desert somewhere, you can use this as a reflector, just like a mirror. And another thing, you always want to keep folded up. This is a shopping bag. It's good for everything. Trash or things that are not trash, it's good to tote them around. I also found a roll of cable. This is a very generous one. It comes in different sizes, but this particular time I found a large one. There are also scrub brushes, dust pans, another bucket, and this particular one was a whole bunch of repurposed clothing that are good. Each piece, even though you can see this was clearly leggings and this was a t-shirt and then there's towels in here, they're really good for cleaning up and they're reusable as well. And one more thing I'll show you. If you have enough room to store a bunch of these are only $1 and there are 6 of them. So you can tell you're saving a lot of money with these. So we're gonna clear all of this off and I'm gonna show you what else I bought for $1 that you can actually take on your vacation or a camping trip. In this part, we're gonna talk about things that you can take with you on a vacation or a camping trip or just a weekend trip somewhere. There is one thing that you're not going to take on the trip with you. This is a toilet bowl plunger. This was part of the other video. I just forgot to tell you about it. Why would I have this? For the car video, if you ever notice on some cars there's dents from whatever reason, either someone gently bumping it or they try to play a joke and each person pick up a section of the car and it caves in a little bit. Believe it or not, if you just pour hot water from the microwave over the door jamb and put this on it, you can actually pull it out without causing any more damage. And most likely you'll never even know it was dented in the first place. Now that brings us to traveling. If you're going to pack the SUV or station wagon, there's some great values here. We're going to start out with important things like a neck pillow. This is good for the passenger. The driver never wants to wear these because it'll make you too comfortable. You might fall asleep. These are for the kids in the back. Different designs. You always want to make sure that you bring a blanket. You can either pack this stuff ahead of time, or if you have an SUV, you can keep it in the ice chest. Mine's equipped with outlets in the back, so luckily I can actually have an ice chest that doesn't require ice. It has a house, 120 volt, conversion, and it takes the ice chest. If you don't want to use a cigarette adapter, you can actually plug it into a real outlet. So some cars are equipped with that. You can also store all of this stuff inside of it when you're not using it, so it's always ready to go. There's also a blanket, another kind of neck pillow. If you happen to be the driver, there's all kinds of things. This is a diet energy drink. The reason this is good is because it contains caffeine. There are also caffeine tablets. There's also aspirin or Tylenol, earplugs, and for the accessories, this is a selfie stick. If you're with your family, you can hold it out or put it on. There's a little tripod on the bottom of it. Different data cables for all different devices. These are all just $1. Here's another kind of, this is an inflatable regular pillow, a rectangular one. These are the neck pillows again for everyone in the family. There's a pack of water. You can get this size. I've seen them in this size for 6 packs for $1 as well, the whole thing. If your kids for some reason do not like water and they're not thirsty, but you'd like to have them drink it anyways, you can always add flavoring to them. This is really nifty. This is a Bluetooth satellite device. It's for lost keys or lost child. You really should be keeping an eye on your kids, but I would recommend highly putting this on your key ring if you're out camping. These usually are the keys are usually the number one thing to get lost, and this will be an easy way to find it. More accessories. Again, if you have the wall outlets inside of your car that's converted, you can use these for a lot more devices that don't take USB or Thunderbolt. This is also for the reader in the car. If they're not using a tablet, this is angled, it's rechargeable, and it puts 2 lights on the book. This particular item is a shoebox, but it's good for all things. If you're traveling, you can actually see through them. So if you want to throw toys or different accessories in, this would be a great way to do it. Let's get rid of that one. Clean wipes. This is a toilet bowl cleaning. It's for the seat, actually. In case you're in a public room, not everybody uses it the way they're supposed to be. I have no idea where they learned how to do that. There's also a seat cover that's disposable. These are cleaning towelettes for your face. If you're in a place, if you're camping, there's really no shower there. These are great. Antibacterial wipes as well. Now we're going to talk about long trips. You may know if you're traveling with an elderly person or someone who's incontinent, it's okay to talk about these. They're 2 for $1. This is a great value because they're quite expensive in your drugstore. There's also Gas X. You'll know the person that I'm talking about. There's always one in every family that always has gas. This doesn't fill your gas tank, but it gets rid of the gas. So give this to the person ahead of time. There's an emergency blanket. That's good for many uses. Stuffy nose for the kids. There's also 3-pack of Kleenex. Flushable moist wipes that act like toilet paper. And these are actually better than toilet paper. You use like 1/10 of it and you get twice as clean with just 1 or 2 sheets. This is a multi-pack of the Kleenex. There's double the amount in this one, or actually 3 times the amount. Then if you bring your pet, this is the disposable pet bags inside. Also, this is great to put on your belt loop to take with you, hand sanitizer. And these are wipes for adults or kids. These come in a hard pack. You can always keep these in the car. It comes with a strap that you can put on the back of the headrest and keep it there. Cups for beverages if you make them at home. If you have enough drink holders, these are great. Again, you never want to go on a trip without flashlights. That's the brightness of one, and you've seen this before in other videos. This is a mini ice chest. This is good for diabetics. I would think it really doesn't hold more than 2 sodas, probably maybe 3. And here's a frozen ice pack. You can keep this in the refrigerator or freeze it. For sightseers, there's a little pack of 3 zoom binoculars. They fold down and you can look through them. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how far you can see with them. Disposable plasticware, knives, forks, and spoons. 8 pins. Those are always handy for your notepads. Again, we have gloves just in case you're building a fire or cleaning up something that you want to have a campsite with. These are great. Again, 100 pack of the disposable food gloves. Safety vest in case of an emergency. That about wraps it up for today. Join us next time because we're going to talk about chocolate.